Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Last time, we completed a bunch of Tamer... Oh my goodness, it's happening already. We've completed a bunch of chamber dungeons, finished off the trading sequence, and just found a whole bunch of neat stuff. But today, we're actually going to be exploring another part of the island, which, does require a bit of attention, because earlier the owl did mention to visit, that there were 2 shrines, and for us to visit the south one first. Okay, so, I sort of screwed up here. There is a secret seashell under the, down those stairs. For some reason I thought it was buried here. It's not the case, it's just, it's underneath those stairs, and apparently I already collected it, so just make sure to go over there and get that seashell. First, I didn't record myself actually getting it, so that was foolish. Now I'm just gonna cut to going back to that weird guy in the cave and getting my shovel back. Because regardless of the fact that the seashell isn't underground there, you are still gonna need your shovel for other underground seashells a little bit later. So now we're going to head back to those ruins we were at earlier in our adventure, which we explored a little bit, but only for a secret seashell that was underground. Now we're actually going to go through it proper and see what lies, for what awaits us at the end. You probably could have done this much earlier if you wanted to, because the only thing you really need for what awaits inside is the Roc's Feather. As you'll find out during this recording, that I was just being really sloppy at. Fun fact, I actually didn't know this. You can stun when you stun those Armos. You can actually pick them up and throw them. It's going to be very helpful for later. Just going to say that now. And speaking of Armos, this is what the Armos Knight actually is. I made that mistake as well, so I apologize for that. This is an actual Armos Knight, and it kind of resembles the very same one from Link to the Past, the first boss fight in the game. However, unlike the one from Link to the Past, this one is pretty impenetrable from most parts of the body. What you're going to want to do is, whenever it jumps, you want to stand directly behind him and slash at his back. That is literally the only way to attack him. I tried a number of things, because I was just utterly confused as to what to do. Because during my test playthrough, I managed to eventually take him out, but I didn't know how I did it, so I just kept trying different things. And once I eventually managed to hit him in the back, I was like, oh. So, okay, just gotta hit him directly in the back. I don't think it matters what kind of weapon you use, but I think using your sword will probably be more efficient. And after it drops its shield, he'll become vulnerable in the front. So hit him in the back 2 times, and then his shield will break. I'm not sure how hitting him in the back causes his shield to break, but whatever. Also, we got the face key for the next dungeon. And now we've got a bit of interesting lore here. To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human, monster, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awaken the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish, much like a bubble on a needle. Castaway, you should know the truth. What? An illusion? I know that's what Link just said, but... Wait, Link talked? How odd. I'm gonna assume that came out of Link's mouth. What? I see you have read the relief. Oh, it does say the island is but a dream of the windfish. No one is really sure. Just so you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it. So you cannot tell if this is a dream until you awaken. The only one who knows for sure is the windfish. Trust your feelings. Someday you will discover the answer. Hoot. Okay, so the owl tries to be a bit secretive with this, but no, the moral mural is right. Like, there's no jumping around it. This island is actually an illusion. Now, I think it's about time we started addressing certain things with this game, because, like, so we've gone past 5 of the 6, 8 dungeons in this game, and we are now finally being told that the island we've been stranded on this whole time is merely a dream. Oh yeah, by the way, I just showed that I can pick it up. So, once we wake up the windfish, everyone will be gone forever, basically saying. So all those characters you've been getting to know throughout this game, they're gone. Like those weird animals in the animal village, Terran, and especially Marin, they're all gone once you finish this game. Like, I love how the owl was trying to be like, oh, no one really knows for sure. No, it's pretty blatantly obvious, because here's the thing. If the only way to get off the island is by waking the windfish, then waking... when you really think about it, it all makes sense. Especially considering the fact we've also been fighting a bunch of enemies from the Mario series. It feels like a dream, because, well, it kind of is. And I'm not exactly sure this game does a very good job at making you have some sort of connection to the island and the characters. Majora's Mask takes this idea later on in the series and really emphasizes your connection to the people around you. Like, I think Majora's Mask, I like the idea with this game, and I'm glad Majora's Mask really fleshed it out, because with this one, the only character you don't really, almost everybody on this island doesn't really connect with you. Minus Terran and especially Marin. Otherwise, nobody else really stands out. So, it begs the question, what do I really lose when this island is gone, besides Marin, the one girl who clearly has a crush on me? I don't know. I wish they did a little more with this, and I am glad that Majora's Mask does that, which I can't wait to play that game for the channel, and I've actually never finished it, so that's also going to be very interesting. I finished this one, or at least the original, but you know. Alright, I should probably explain the minigame I'm playing right now. This is called the Rapids Raid. Basically, it's a whole bunch of currents going in a bunch of different directions, and what you want to do is collect as many goodies as you can. What we want, however, what we absolutely need, is that heart piece we got earlier, and this secret seashell that lies buried underground. Now, it costs 100 rupees per attempt, but you can easily farm rupees out of this. This is probably the best way to farm rupees in this game. Maybe. I don't know, maybe you're better at the crane game than I am. But usually what I like to do, I try to take the longest route possible so I can collect all these rupees, so I can get a net gain and profit. And once you do that, you're good. Again, go for the hard piece and the secret seashell, that's what you need. However, there is a different variant of this minigame called the Rapids Race. And basically what you do here is you have to get to the end as fast as you can. This is where the hook shot's really going to come into play, because you're going to have to use it to cling on to things to hurry you along the obstacle course. There are 3 rewards for this, and I will be showing off the first 2. I'm not showing off the 3rd one. The first one, if you do this under 40 seconds, as I'm going to demonstrate here, you'll be able to get it. You'll earn yourself a heart piece. If you do it under 35 seconds, you'll get a secret seashell. If you do it under 30 seconds, you'll get a chamber stone. You get a rock. I'm not doing that third one. In fact, that's probably one of the few things I'm not going to be completing for this game and getting all the chamber stones and doing all the chamber dungeons. I'll explain why I'm not doing them all later on in the LP, but for the time being, just giving you that heads up, I'm not getting all the chamber stones. Especially considering how hard this one it really is. I managed to get the secret seashell on my second attempt, but believe me, you really gotta learn that you really gotta learn the layout of the minigame in order to get it under 30 seconds. That's really hard. I haven't done it, and I don't intend to spend forever trying to do it. But anyways, we got some more secret seashells, so let's cap this part off by going to the mansion. I know this part is really short, and I guess you could consider it a breather considering how long the last part was with the abundance of chamber dungeons. Oh boy, those chamber dungeons. Oh, I've got some opinions on those, but I can talk about those at a later time when I have the time. All right, but now that we've acquired 30, you get a rock. Fascinating. That's what happens when you get 30. But what if you get 40? Or is it 35? Raise your sword and overhead. I shall grant you new power. Oh, you know what? It might be like 35 or something. Whatever. You got the Koholin sword. You should put your name on it right away. We now have the second sword of the game. Now your power will now you'll do twice as much damage to enemies. This is why I didn't go for the red tunic, because I knew I was going to get this powered up version of the sword later on. So, awesome. And just like with Link to the Past, you can shoot beams out when you're at full health. So that's cool, and I'm looking forward to getting some mileage out of that. But anyways, I think we're going to call it a part here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, we're going to be heading towards the 6th dungeon of the game. And if you can't already tell what's it's called, going to be called Face Shrine. So until then, I got a juice.